G'day legends, TJC Sports here. Welcome back to another legendary NRL live stream reaction here. Been a while since we've been back into it. Was gonna do the girls game, but overwhelmed a bit lately. But we are gonna be rocking with those as soon as tomorrow, legends. So stick around. NRLW will come out starting tomorrow. I hope you're all having an amazing night. It's good to be back here live again. I'll say hello to the chat in a moment here. Kickoff coming up in just a sec here. We're just updating the thing to say Bulldogs versus Broncos, because right now it still says Raiders versus Tigers. As we kick off here, the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs will receive the ball first here between these two teams. It's B versus B, Broncos and Dogs. Obviously, the Dogs absolutely thrashed when they took on the Broncos last time in this current affair. Will history repeat itself, or was it just the Suncorp effect? Hello, DJC. Hello, George Alarm. Hello, SS Storm Fan. Hello, Liam. Hello, Observat. Moses season. Love it, mate. Haven't checked on you while. I've been busy. That's all good, man. Good to see you here, mate. I'm doing great. How are you, bro? Good to have you here, man. It's been a bit stressful, I'm not going to lie, but, just getting to be live again is something else. DJ Young says Bulldogs 5-8. That's a very interesting scoreline, legend. Clearing it in the air. Bounces up in the air here for the Broncos now. And just bopping through the line, there's the big bopper. It's Selwyn Cobbo going to the ground there. Obviously, Selwyn Cobbo signed with the Dolphins recently. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What a hit from the Doggies. You can thank your lucky stars. You're not the Broncos right now. What a smasher. Evening, legends. Jason Reader. Evening, Jason. Welcome to the stream, mate. Great to have you here. As in the words of SS Storm Fan, let's hope we have a great game here. And I'll shout out what Liam has said here. Hello, Liam, by the way. 100%, mate. How good is it? The Parramatta Eels girls beating the Sharks girls. Parramatta NRLW champions coming. Bulldogs 1-12 says Jason Reader. Seems like the tipping for the most part is going to be the Dogs as it stands. And beautiful. And the Dogs get the ball. First tackle here. We go to the right now. For those who joined with this live stream and are like, TJC, what's going on with the lineups and that? I got you. For the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, currently on the attack. Montoya on the wing there takes the hit. His other winger is Anari Tuala. Fullback is Connor Tracy, Connor Watson's rooster, with Bronson Jerry and Matt Burton in the centres. Matt Burton, New South Wales Blues' dirtiest player. Lachlan Galvin and Toby Sexton, the halves. Mate, it still hurts saying Galvin is a dog. With Harry Hayes and Samuel Hughes in the props. Reed Marnie is number 9, with Army Kickout and Jacob Preston in the second row. Shout out to our boy Jake Turpin, who put up one of the best hits you'll see all round there against the Brisbane Broncos there at lock. Bailey Hayward, Josh Curran, Curtis Morin, and Jack Totter, the rest of the bench. As for the Brizzy Broncos, the visiting team here, we have Selwyn Cobbo at fullback there, with Josiah Karapani and Dean Mariner on the wings there. Despite the fact that Karapani's essentially replaced Cobbo, he will look to perform well with him as a teammate for now, as Cobbo commits to the Dolphins. Katoni Staggs and Deliz Huda are the centres, with Ezra Mam and Adam Reynolds in the halves. Controversial year Ezra Mam has had, but he pushes through it for the Broncos, with Xavier Wilson and Tyson Smoothie in the props. Corey Pakes at 9, Brendan Piacora, and Jordan Ricky in the second row. Lock is Kobe Harrington, as Bulldogs put in a pass here over to the 10. It bounces and it goes out to the right here. Simple kicks. Toby Sexton there, waving his team on. Obviously, he is out of the Dogs as soon as next season, thanks to the signing of Lockie Galvin. Dogs fans will forever be grateful to Toby Sexton for being one of their most legendary halfbacks after he became the first one in like a decade nearly to bring the Dogs back to finals at halfback. Truly something to be inspired by. Toby Sexton, what a legend. Always been a legend on the channel. Wish him luck when he ends up at Catalans Dragons. As for the bench for the Broncos legends, it's Billy Walters, Jaden Hunt, Jack Kozłowski, and Ben Tolte, apparently. Okay, there you go. Broncos to the left here. Ezra Mayer with the dummy here. Past the halfway line. He goes over there. And to the ground, he goes fantastic there from the Dogs. They get him back there. Very nicely eats it up for tonight's game. Hits it over to the 10 now, where we have Montoya here to rush forward. And now on the ground they go. We got crowns on you guys now. I don't know what that's about. We got crowns on you guys now, apparently. Looking at is that like the interesting? Maybe that's like top commenters, potentially. That's a new thing from YouTube. Yeah, that's right. Things have changed since I did my things. Okay. How did you get your tips last week? They were 50-50, Legend. This week I'm hoping to do better. In this game, I tipped the doggies, but I also know that when you tip a team, they tend to absolutely poop the bed. So, Josh Papali playing his last State of Origin game next Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going to be there live, Liam. So there's actually going to be no live stream reaction for the Queensland game, unfortunately. Down towards the 10-metre line, the Bulldogs hit it off here. Over to the Broncos now. Little side steps off the offie. Tyler, what do you think about Talon De Silva to Parramatta Eels? I think it's a huge signing, Legend. People who think that Riley would be upset about the signing of Talon De Silva don't know Riley whatsoever. Anyways, I think the Bulldogs. Nah, down with the Bulldogs, up with the Eels, man. That's what we say here on the channel. Broncos, find some space. Oh, the ref is going to call it back here. That would have been amazing. And it sounds like the ref says he's offside. Oh, doggies, how do you feel about that one? Selwyn Cobbo gives them a get out of jail free card for a supposed. So there we go. Sorry, I've been inactive. It's fine, mate. Just you can be inactive. You can be more active in the future. I'm trying to win more premierships with my Storm 2017 boys on Rugby League Live 4. All right, as a Storm fan, I mean, you do literally have one of the best teams in the game on Rugby League Live 4, so shouldn't be too hard for you to get the job done there, Legend. Broncos cover it to the 40 here. Loud crowd we've got today here. Tyler, do you think the West Tigers will get their fourth spoon? I don't think they will, Legend, but it would be hilarious to see happen if you're not a Tigers fan. I honestly just feel bad for them at this point. You know, they talk their stuff and then they're not where they want to be, man. They're not where they want to be. The Tigers are in a bit of a rut, man. Dogs push Broncos back to the 30 here. It's Reynolds' job to go forward now. He offloads over to Heverington here, who smashes on. Why can't players play before State of Origin? Yeah, it's fitness, Obs. It's fitness. Broncos, it's a good chase there, but it's covered even better. Tuala. I think this is his first doggies game for them too. Once a dog, always a dog. He'll be a proud Bulldog for life after cementing his place in their history of numbers. Galvin. Held over to the right then. Marcelo Montoya, our warrior for the doggies. Reed Marty, we go short. Tracy gets it round here. It's a good fast step there. The winger, Preston, is he out of play? Is he out of play? Preston doesn't think he's out of play. The touch line, the referee blows his whistle. Jacob Preston shouts, no way. He's not happy, Preston, with that decision. Let's watch it. Oh, no, he doesn't go out. I don't think he touches the sideline. There's the right boot. Does the boot? No, he's in. He stays in. He's up above the ground. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Look, it's against the Dogs, which is good in Para's eyes, but what? Well, Fox wasn't out. That's the thing, Obs. And even so, he didn't touch the line. You can't not touch the line and be... He didn't even come close to touching the line. I don't know what the touch he was thinking there. That's like saying I have 3 arms. It's just not true. All right. Over to the left, though. Brisbane Broncos held on the 30 here. Then it goes short. They keep running. Canterbury breaks down Bulldogs, holding them back. 25 out now. Now to the left. Good pass. Ezra Mam gets it to the benchy there. And on the ground. Nice trust from the Broncos here. The Dogs get him back. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs with the play of the ball now. Over to the right. Left side Montoya with the side step in. What in the rock? It was a ridiculous decision Bulldog season, but I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm going to move on from it now. But yeah, it was a ridiculous decision. Lockie Galvin. Number 14, playing 6 today, gets it to Marnie. Reed Marnie, ever since his days at Parramatta, is no stranger to a brilliant kick. And that's as close as you get to a 40-20. Now the Dogs defending here. They keep the Broncos down near their try line. Oh, my goodness. This is some tenacious football from the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Some of the best we've seen in a long time. As long as it gets a time. Ezra Mam, wham bam, you got mammed, as the saying goes. Gets it to the 30 here. And, oh my God, I've only just realised with that beard, it's Payne Haas. Payne Haas, you don't look like yourself with a beard, bro. Well, at least not that type of beard. Your beard and your hair, they don't go together. You look off, bro. You look off, bro. And Adam Reynolds has kicked it out on the full. An effort that'll change all of the momentum in this game. Adam Reynolds, former South Sydney Rabbitoh, current Bronco, was nearly a Sharky at one point, fun fact for you legends. And the Dogs get the ball in the Broncos zone now. Reed Marnie now. My cousin's gave me one of those cardboard heads of Josh Adokar. Awesome, Obs. Awesome. All good, man. Bulldog season with the $2 donation. No, the $3 donation. Don't underestimate those 99 cents there. Appreciate it, Bulldog season. Thank you very much, mate. Best of luck to your team tonight, bro. I can't say your chat, but let's go, I'll say. Let's go, mate. Let's go. All right, good for you. Cheering your team on, mate. Appreciate anybody that drops a dono in the chat. You guys are amazing, but also, I just appreciate the view and the like, and, you guys subbing, enjoying the content. That's all I need. The donation's just a bonus that I really appreciate to help fund the channel. Galvin gets it to the right, runs across, goes to Sexton. He gets it short past Marty. Reed Marty there. And he can't find the pass. What a tackle from the Broncos now. You did, Bulldog season, and you just did it. Appreciate it, mate. Well, Burton in centres is probably a nod back to the fact that he did amazing at centre for the Panthers legend. Speaking of centre, the Broncos defending through the centre here. Galvin chasing. One of the last things you want to hear as a defending team. And Galvin just barely doesn't get there. The Broncos keep him out for now. All good Bulldog season. Burton in centres is very interesting. It's very interesting, legend. Drop a heart on it. 47 votes so far on the polls. It stands here. 45% of you got Broncos. 43% Broncos. Oh, my God. It's tight. You guys are tight in your tips right now. 4% draw. 9% just here to enjoy the stream. Through the middle here. Oh, he's winding Samuel Hughes, ladies and gentlemen. Now he's tackled by Tyson Smoothie through adversity, down to the ground. Come to help out, mainly Xavier Willison. We go to Sexton. Back over to Jerry here. We're talking about the Sharks before with Reynolds. Former Cronulla Shark, banned for a few years. Bronson Jerry, what a return he has had to the NRL. And that pass doesn't work out well. Broncos scoop it up like an ice cream bucket and have the ball. Hang on a second. We got to say initial knock on, maybe? Adam Reynolds gets a hand on it. Oh, my God. Reynolds gets a hand on it. Whoa. That is crazy. Oh, down to Tracy on the right. We have a try for Montoya. Marcelo Montoya bangs it for the Dogs. Lachlan Galvin celebrates with glee. Simple scrum play, and we have our first try of the night. Absolutely brilliant. How good is that? And Connor Tracy with a near perfect link up to his opponents there. Oh my goodness. And the Dogs crowd goes absolutely wild here. This is what you love to see, especially when you do what I do and sit in front of your laptop watching it. Let's go. Bulldogs 4, Broncos 0. Oh my goodness me. Connor Tracy traces it back over to the Warrior, Marcelo Montoya. And he's just a bulletproof player how he does it. Call him Mr. Titanium because you ain't getting past him. With Winston, he's their legend. He's there at the game. Last night it was brilliant for the Parramatta Eels. Mate, most of Parramatta was great. Rory Owen's a gun legend. It'll be great when we have Kennedy back as well. Honestly, there's some things to look forward to with the girls. Burton here from the sideline. Extremely unlucky. We touched on it earlier to not make the Blues line up after a man went down. When you're 18th man, you expect to be able to get into it. And he slots it in there. There's your answer. There's Winston Gamble, buddy. Through the middle. But Canterbury backs out Bulldogs. There you go. There he is. Oh, yeah. So logo for Logan Brown is making his Storm debut. No, hoping he goes well. Hoping he goes well, SS Storm fan. Can only hope, legend. Can only hope. 52 votes here on the poll. 8% difference between the two teams right now. Only 8%, man. You legends are mad how tight you're keeping it right now. Keeping it tight. 6-0. A sustained attacking run on Brisbane's line is what led to that try there. They just got to keep it up. Tuala, former Newcastle Knight, over through the middle here. Former Parramatta Ilmani gets to Samuel Hughes. I could do this all day with the Dogs team. Former Eel gets it over to former Rooster and former Bronco, I'm pretty sure. On the ground he goes. Then to the left here. Short pass, Bulldogs working fast here, working hard and fast here. Face side. There is. Tyler, I love it. Yeah, there he is. Tyler, I love it. She's his favorite player. Is she? That's good for you, Liam. Good for you. Let's go up the Parramatta Eels. But, at the end of the day, Parry got the bye this round, so we get to relax. We got 2 points on the board. We don't have to worry. We're good, okay? We're good. Then we have to play the Panthers, but till then we're good. And then we can play the Panthers and beat them easily because we're so good, legend. So good. Oh, wait. We got Dragons. No, we did Dragons, Eels, legend. Dragons vs. Eels. Yeah, we did that. It was a good vlog, legend. You can check it out on the channel. I've hearted the comments on it. I haven't responded to all of you guys yet, but I will respond to yours because that's what I tend to do when I can. If the time comes about, before another vlog comes out and all that. So, yeah, but I've made sure I've hearted all the comments so far, at least. Great win by you girls, TJC, and it will continue to be because we're winning free, legend. Oh, one thing you can say about this game, it's been bloody physical. Matt Burton there, held by the Broncos on the ground. Galvanating over to the right here. Oh, flopping around. Preston says, that ain't mine. Sorry, cuzzy. I'll leave that till December. Montoya now. On the 15. Back round here. We've got ourselves on 4th tackle. 22 minutes and a half gone by here. 15 out. They kick it. They fire it on. Onto the left side. Oh, it bounces back for them, the Dogs. What is this? This is unbelievable. Bronson Jerry through the side. Hitting it over. Yes. No. Oh, that was just too good to be real. The referee confirms as he blows the whistle for a penalty that you would have never seen coming. Oh, the way he just thunders that in the air, that's got to be going in terms of height like 30 meters. It's crazy. 20, 30, you're crazy, bros. And there's a reason that people will talk about Matt Burton for his bomb kicking. He's an absolute wizard when it comes to it. Cast a spell, and he'll get the job done well. Broncos on the 40. Not far from the ruck. We go to the right side. Payne Haas. Arms up. Fence. Bro, yeah. Payne Haas making a run as if Jacob Preston isn't on his back there like a sack. Then to Reynolds. Adam Reynolds. Oh, Reynolds quickly covered there. Jake Turpin is having one of his best games in a long time here. And then Heverington, a little wobbly to their feet there, the Brisbane Broncos. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs getting themselves on side here. Reynolds, he doesn't kick it out in the full that time. He kicks it low. And being my big fat mouth, I think that's gone out of play before a dog's touched it. No, I'm not sure. No. Okay, no, yes. Okay, there we go. The commentator. Here we go. We got it. Fox League update there. Yeah, nobody touched it. It'll be just a tap. I was going to say, I was certain no one touched that before it went out. And yep, I was correct. Got a better eye than half of these guys, like people. Got a better eye than half of them. Rounding it up here. The Bulldogs with top-notch plays there. Over to the 40 here. Harry Hayes gets it to Preston here. Preston on the 30 air. No! Penalty. Ezra Mam loses his cool for a second there. Happens to the best of us here. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs will make a play from just 30 within the Broncos half. And Michael Maguire looks unimpressed in the box. Bronson Jerry now takes off with lightning speed here to the ground. Oh, mate, Liam, I am hugely looking forward to State of Origin. I cannot wait for State of Origin, mate. It's one of the peaks of our years. And while I won't be able to stream it because I'm going to be at the game, you will get a fire vlog of it, Liam. I promise you that. Reed Marnie. Over to Sexton. Oh, beautiful. Short little steps, but the Broncos cover him. Wilson. Back to the left here. Instead of passing to Kayo, who can be a weapon from right in front there, Reed goes alone here. He can be his own little weapon when he wants to be. Kayo to dummy half here. Dummy half over to the right here. We've got Galvin. The Galvinator gets it to the far winger. Montoya and Bronson Jerry, his supporting center, just don't seem too ready for that one there. Flips back around to Kayo here. On the last, it's still Burton. Hits it to Wallace chasing. Broncos, miscommunication. Burton scores. And the Burton bomb, forget about it. We have a Burton try. 10-0 with the kick to come. Canterbury making a core their own. And it truly is a bite to remember. Marcelo Montoya, when he did that offload, there's no way he knew anyone would be there. That kick, if only Cobbo and him had communicated, this wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. 10-0, baby. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Love that pass there. Just look at it. The spectacle of it all. The kick from just 20 out to get it over. The number 6 may have just bagged them another 6. Did he get it? Did he actually get that? I don't know. Yeah, he got it. Of course he got that. Yeah. Of course he got that. Was named after him. They show how it would be at Sydney, winning Sydney. I would love it, mate. What is this? What is this? Broncos is like, he can't accept it. He's like, what is this, brother? Ew. Mate, what this is the top NRL team in the comp right now, legend. That's what this is. Matt Burton from the side. Still have no clue how he hasn't made more Blues appearances. From a Queensland fan. He funders it. Far to the right there. No point even looking at it, guys. That was an absolute dog's breakfast. There we go. Brisbane rugby league history, getting all into it. Game 2, he played wing, and game 3, he played full. Game 1, he played center, playing full. He should play free. He should. That was good, mate. Yep, hammer, mate, hammer. You're talking about hammer here. I thought you were talking about Burton for a second. I was like, you're not talking about this year if you're talking about Burton. This will be a player name, 3 positions. Center, fullback, wing. Oh, mate. Hammer's just a very diverse player, bro. That has to be the worst defense. It is, Broncos, mate. It is. It was awful defending. You can only blame yourselves for why that was a try. Only blame yourselves. That wasn't on the Dogs. That was on you guys not communicating. And I feel like Madge is the kind of honest coach that will talk like that. And you've also messed up the kickoff. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. You've messed up the kickoff. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs have another penalty inside your zone. And what are you going to do here? Gets it to Hughes. Round to the middle here. Scoring almost 27 points throughout the season here, this Canterbury Bankstown Bulldog. Over to the left we go, Marty. Gets it to man here, round the left side. Held on the ground, the Bulldogs. Good tackle from Jordan Ricky here. Ricky looks a little wet there. Speaking of wet, look at this set. Look at it all. Slimy, slippery. Reed Marty on the ground. Then to the middle. Picked up by Turpin here. Right towards the post. He'll cover it well. Bulldogs, this is danger time for the Broncos. It's B versus B. The battle of the Bs here. Marty. To the left, Sexton. This is the ultimate revenge to the last time these two teams played here. And the Bulldogs play around. They learnt their lessons from the last time they played, and they plan to get the job done this time. Goes deep to Sexton here. Over to Kayo. And while Kayo will chase, he won't have the pace to keep up with the Brisbane Broncos' number 4, none other than Dean Mariner. And the Broncos mess it up. The Broncos mess it up, and he's probably going to lose a challenge here. I think that was the correct decision here. We might have a challenge lost. Wait a second, legends. Wait a second. Arms up. We're going to have to hold off on this one. Watching it here. Yeah, he loses that clean. I don't think you can say there's any intent from Viliami, but I also don't hide the fact that I am a Parramatta fan. It would help out if the Dogs... I just think he's making a tackle. Yep. No intent to strips. Stripped. What's that? What? Stripped. I can't talk. That's a good sign, legends. That's a good sign. But it's a strip. Challenge unsuccessful. The Brisbane Broncos lose their challenge, and this could be an ugly night if they concede again. 16 minutes and 1 second. Don't forget the important 1 second to go in this half. Fill in the scrub here. Sexton. We go to the right. Galvin. Nearly through the middle here. Gee, the warning lights are flashing here for the Broncos. Hayes. One of the fan favourites at the Bulldogs at the moment here. Goes around, comes around, flip to the ground here. Then it's Galvin's job to go forward here. Lockie Galvin finds his way around here. Liam jumps into the chat and says, Tyler, next Wednesday, greatest state of origin decider of all time. The greatest of all time, mate. The greatest of all time when Queensland win it, bro. The Galvinatus, as SS stood for. The Galvinator. Mate, I don't even know who came up with that nickname because the Galvanator doesn't deserve it after messing up the play of the ball there. God, that play was almost as bad as his haircut. Joined some elite ones such as Felice Kafusi. Sorry, Felice, I can't think of anyone else right now. There is others, though, I swear, with bad haircuts in the rugby league. I did not mean to single out a single Dolphin. We carry on. Down the left side, Pappenhausen, maybe, though that's controversial. Brisbane Broncos. Down the left here. Re-signed for another couple years by the Broncos. Karapati, who took the hit. Kick out, charges it down, and collects. He's going to go alone, potentially. And Selwyn Como had to stop it. Galvin, short, Sexton. Sexton, barely stopped by the Broncos. It's 6 again for the Dogs. And here we go. Round to the right here. Gets Jerry. Gets to the 10. And Jerry with the shock one. I heard 6 again from the referee. Yeah. Confirmed on the board here. 6 again. Jacob Preston was in Blues camp learning not too long ago. Could we see him in the Blues in the near future? Determined with the WM run here. Reed Marty. Jaden hunted the other man here. We get over to Pakes, who works well with his teammate to keep him back here. This is a fast. This is just a fast. Billy Abby Kikau offloads Hughes. Marty over to Sexton. Sexton with the steps here. Toby Sexton round the line here. Reed Marty now looking both ways. What a night he is. He goes over to Galvanator. The Tracy kicks. They think he's gone for a winger, but he's gone for himself. And he's too short to reach the ball. That's a big play there that could have worked out. It was one of those ones where if it works out, it is absolutely brilliant. But because it didn't work out, it looks a little bit underwhelming. Brisbane Broncos now. Just 5 days, I'll remind you, legends, till the Origin Decider. Can't wait to be there. Obviously, I know you guys love the Origin streams. Unfortunately, won't be able to do one because of the fact I'll be there, but you will get a vlog, so be on the lookout for the vlog. I will make sure, because it is State of Origin, it will come out the very next day. Mate, Viliami Kikau, let's just look at the replay. He has to be right up there as one of the best kick chasers in the game. Like, his charge downs, I swear he's done more than he's done normal tries. Reynolds gets it to Cobo. Offloads over to Staggs here. Staggs forward here. Yeah, well, they let Talon Silver and Galvin go because if a player wants to go, they're just letting them go. But I also think that, Tigers are in a bit of an issue where I just don't think they can motivate players to want to stay with them that are motivated to win. Like, they just don't. I don't know exactly what's going on beyond Tigers closed doors, but it just doesn't feel like they can keep it together. It's like it doesn't seem like they are the most appetizing work environment right now. Unfortunately, I'm going to the Finns and Cowboys in 2 weeks at Suncorp Stadium. Well, then enjoy it, bruh. Finns and Cowboys, locally live to you. Connor Tracy through the middle here on the Westpac red zone, inside the 20 opposition. Bulldogs 18 times, just a mere 2 for the Broncos. Bulldogs hitting it over to the left side here, and on the 20, it'll be caught there by Mariner here, the sub-Mariner. He forces himself forward here. The ground he goes. Back round to the right. Brisbane Broncos, despite conceding 10 points to open up the game, they've put in a real fight to back off from some of these tries being scored. And it's a good tackle there again from Jake Turpin. Since when is Jake Turpin just all over the place as a forward? He's had a good game so far. Back round to right. Usually twiddling around in lower grades. He makes the difference tonight at the moment. Then to Reynolds. Clears it over to Tracy, the fullback there. Honestly, when Tracy first started, I was thinking you put him wing or center, but no, he ended up winning that fullback spot that was initially going to go to a Crichton from the talks, right? So very interesting, very interesting. They changed their mind, don't they? But you know what? They probably don't care. They changed their mind for the better, clearly. Galvin, round to the right here. It's a good run. Marty, over by. They keep running here. It's a good pace, a good speed here. We got less than 10 minutes to go in this half here. Jeffrey Cove jumps to the chances. Go the Bulldogs. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Shout out to all the viewers in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream so far, I think I've waited long enough to say it, consider hitting that like button. And of course, if you're new, subscribe to the channel to keep seeing this legendary content and being notified whenever we go live or upload. Appreciate you, legends. Let's carry on with it. We're chasing 5.2k at the moment. Brisbane Broncos get the ball off of the Bulldogs attack there. I can confirm Josh Curran is officially on the field now for the Bulldogs, by the way. Galvinator right now, he's offered some attacking ways, but I also feel like you just haven't seen the best of him yet in this game. Over to the left. Finds the offload to Reynolds here. Reynolds offloads way. Feels like the Broncos have a bit of a... how would you say it's right now? I speak perfect English, but I'm still thinking it. How would you say, like, they have a bit of a second nature? They're just trying to react quick, be reactionary with their plays rather than be plotted out. I don't know. It just, unless their plots are to be reactionary looking, it just doesn't feel like it's what they should be planning the way that they're playing at points in this one. Also, shout out to Dogs because they've just, they've been all over them. As the Stormfans win the Battle of Combank Part 2 next Sunday. I hope so too, mate. Hey, nothing's ruled out of the possibilities, legend. Nothing's ruled out of possibilities. Oh, the Parramatta Eels play Panthers next Sunday. Go the Eels. Go the Eels, Liam. Go the Eels, mate. Always backing my team. You'll see a vlog for that. Burton gets it over to Tuala here. Tuala to the forward. He gets at it again here. For the Dogs. One more tackle left. Galvinator's going to take the kick here, and he won't be going back in time to save anybody. As it bounces here to Sexton. Just maybe he did. Maybe that's how he knew how brilliant of a moment this would be. What a kick. A kick out scores. Me and my big fat mouth. You have just been galvanated. Kick out. Kicks it over with a wonderful try. 14-0 now. And the Dogs are flying high off their leash. They've broken it. The owner went cheap. And they show just how much bite they have in their bite. There you go. You hear the saying, all bark, no bite. They're all bark, all bites. 14-0. And I have not seen a moment that's going to tell me, hey, the Broncos are going to go over. I have not seen it yet. At the moment, I've just seen big, dogs. Broncos have a little moment, they mess it up. Broncos have a little moment, they mess it up again, try. Broncos defend, try. They just can't seem to get a handle on this game like they did the last time these two teams played. I wonder how Marky Mark Nichols got his name to go. Well, he's just Marky Mark Nichols, legend. What else is there to say about it? Oh, when you allow the ball to bounce, you're always asking for somebody to just pick it up there and stroll on over. Viliami Kikau and Burton. Oh, God. And the entirety of Western Sydney that don't support the Parramatta, that don't support the Dogs are going to be absolutely devastated. The Doggies. Because all the former players, former Panthers, former Eels, former Tigers, you name it, the Sydney teams were absolutely robbed to lose them. What a kick by the Galvinator. Warriors are in the NRLW competition. They are, Liam. They are. And yeah, they play the Roosters on Sunday. Bulldogs Round the right here. We will be doing the NRLW Streams Legends. Just didn't do the one today. We were going to do the one today, but it all just became too much Legends. We do have this game, though, and we will be doing one. We'll definitely do one or two this round at least, all right? Because absolutely love that game and want to show my support for it. Particularly the Para games will be a guaranteed one for the most part most weeks. They just weren't yesterday due to unplanned priorities. Alrighty. 5 minutes to go now, or 5 minutes and 10 seconds, I guess. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs receiving. Watching it here, Galvin, Burton. That was forward. Yeah, absolutely, that was forward. Absolutely, that was forward there. And it's Broncos ball here. The same team, which is the Dogs in there. Did they? That's cool, mate. Tyler, can West Tigers upset Roosters on Sunday? Maybe they can, Liam. Maybe they won't. Only time will tell. Honestly, either way, I don't think some people will mind, you know. Whether Tigers or Roosters win, I see it as a win-win. All right, it doesn't really matter, or lose-lose. I don't really mind for either. I guess maybe Roosters, because I feel like Tigers are closer to it in our demographic, but still. The Broncos. The Broncos. Deary me. Selling Cobo. That's not what the Dolphins would have signed you for. Absolutely dropped his lollies there. A kid on Christmas that just dropped his entire snack supply. That's his face right now. Swing, batter, swing, swing, batter, bling, 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 bling. Swing, batter, 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 swing, 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 slatter, batter, batter. Katoku. Tyler, at the West, I guess, yep. All right. Bronson Jerry. Over to the right here. Preston, he likes what he sees there. He's an interesting haircut too. I was just, can't believe Paul Kafusi, man. I singled him out earlier accidentally. Curtis Moran on the halfway line. We go to the left. Galvin around here. Burton throws it around the Broncos. Struggling. And Burton slides out of play here. The Dogs get a little too excited with their plays, Legends. A little too excited. There we go. Bulldogs with their W against Newcastle. Knights. Yeah, they did. They did, Liam. The Dogs won their first inaugural game. Good for them. Honestly, you know, the more girls teams, the better. I'm not to be kids. That's fine, mate. Enjoy. Canterbury 16-0 at the moment here. They're up. It's a solid lead for them. A 13-plus victory is nothing to scoff at, Legends. Is it ideal for them? Nah, but is it ideal for the Broncos? Absolutely not, but it's still possible, I guess. Still possible. This game is not over, Legends. It's far from over, actually. Around to the right here, to the 30 now, the Broncos. Forcing forward here, and down on the ground he goes. Billy Amakikau holds him off. Over to the middle now. Reynolds, they're in the 30-meter zone here. It's a hit through the middle here. And the Dogs collect it. Marcelo Montoya scoops it up. 1 minute and a half to go. Bronson Jerry trying to get the outside defense to come up here. It looks like that the Bulldogs. Tuala up and around here. Galvin to Curran. Josh Curran held back over to the Dogs here. The Dogs flipping the pages of this book, this story around it. That's a bad play of the ball. That's a bad play of the ball. He's not happy. He's not happy. The Dogs, are they gonna leave it? He wanted a challenge. He lost that clean. He lost that clean. That's not going to be a good challenge if they were to challenge it. That league team is Parramatta. Well, mate, then you've got a perfect rhyming sync there, don't you? On the 40 here. Ezra Mam here through the right-hand side now. Goes around. Oh, Katoni Stags here. Billy Walters. Goes over here. Tonti here. Tonti. Has Tonti played a rugby league game before, Legends? I'm not too certain. Back round here to the right now. Tonti. And out it goes. It's there. Bad play. So much hope squandered there. I was gonna say I don't remember. I believe this is his first. Ben Tonti. What a special debut. What a special opportunity this is for him, Ben Tonti. Not the game/result he'd want, but he'll be proud to finally be in the NRL. You know, it's something that very few players that do their best and spend their whole lives working towards get to do. Now to the right here. It's a long one to Montoya. I think Jerry was confused. He thought it might have been going to him there. Ezra Mam watches it neatly here. There was no stopping him. He knew exactly where it was and how it was going to go there. And that will bring us to halftime here at Accor Stadium. The Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs wrap it up with a 16-0 lead against the Brisbane Broncos. And you know what the Broncos are thinking? Can we just get on the bus now? Absolute heartbreaking stuff right now for them. But credit where it's due. Anything is possible. The Bron Chokes are just as easily the Bron Comebackers. I don't know what you could come up for that name, but they can easily have a chance, especially with a captain like Adam Reynolds. Adam Reynolds in conversation with the Todd Smith wasn't too happy there. Todd Swift. He's not a Swifty. Kayo currently talking to pause just about the fact that he's very proud of how they started the game here. You know, credit to him on that. They did. They started so well, the Bulldogs. They've led 9 times for 8 wins and 1 loss this year so far, which doesn't help the Broncos, who have for 5 times won 1 and lost the rest. Oh, poor Broncos. Stats are not in their favour. The look at the game's not in their favour. And the result doesn't look in their favour. It's only 1 half so far, though. It's not a game of 40 minutes. It's a game of 80 minutes. 16 points is more than doable. We'll look forward to the second half when it happens, Legends. Well, the time has come to galvanise. The time has come to galvanise, Katuku. It's come to galvanise, mate. And it's come to galvanise well, Legend. Anyways, let's change it. It's the TJC Sports Halftime Show with your host, TJC Sports. Wah. Ding, ding, ding. Shing, shing, shing. Liam Pritchard's next Wednesday night. The crowd at Accor Stadium is a sellout. It is, Liam. And I'm one of the people that's selling it out. So whatever that number is, I'm going to grin and be like, that's mine, mate. I'm why it happened. Disappointed in the first. I feel like it should have been at least 22-0. Really, Bulldog season. You know what's funny, though? That speaks volumes about how far your team's come. The fact that you're not happy with being 16-0 up against a team that isn't by any means the worst in the comp. You know, like the fact that only 2 years ago, you were conceding 66 points, I think it was, to the Knights. And now 16-0 isn't good enough, you know? The Broncos aren't awful. They're in 5th place. To be expecting more than 16-0 is highly like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I agree they should have scored more, but it shows you how far the Dogs have come. And I say that as a Para fan. I would love for the Dogs, right? Just like how Dogs fans would love it for Para. In fact, they'd argue they might think it already has. Dogs would love it if it just crumbled for their... Like, I'd love it if it crumbled for them and they fell down the ladder. But let's face it, at the end of the day, Para Dogs' rivalry is at its best when the two teams are performing. And the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs are doing just that. They're performing right now. They're performing. Para's coming good too. That's why I enjoyed most of the Dogs Para game. And I've enjoyed this game too. You know, for the most part. Though Dogs have just been that way bit better and they heavily deserve to be winning well here. And the fact that they're not on the 20-point margin is quite surprising. insane though how far they've come. You would not have thought within 2 years they'd be where they are. You would not afford it. What a change that a few years can make to a team, any team for that matter. Nothing's guaranteed, nothing's finished. We make our own wins, don't we? Own victories, own small losses, everything building towards something greater. 80 votes on the poll here. Speaking of great, 46% going Dogs, 44% Broncos. I am in shock that there is a 2% difference here. Oh my God. Usually the poll is really biased. How are the Dogs being so challenged by the Broncos here on this poll? You legends are really wanting the downfall, and I get it. Most of us here probably don't support the Dogs. Why would they follow a power creator? But stand by it. I stand by it. I'm still happy with this lead and hope we keep the momentum. Yeah, 100% Bulldog season. Yeah. You're still happy with the result, but the fact that you know you can do better just shows the volumes of where they're at right now as a club. Okay, and some creators may go off about every team, but when I praise a team because, especially a team I don't like at all, like the Dogs. When I praise them, it's because they're doing something right. And what they're doing right is the field. They know exactly what they want, and they know exactly what they need in that culture for them. Do I love it? No, but oh my goodness me, you cannot deny how much fun it is to watch their games compared to a lot of teams this year. Tyler next to instantly wanted is going to kill Cam Munster. We'll see, mate. We'll see, mate. You can never predict anything. Liam Pritchard says Broncos by 4. Well, Broncos by 4 would be the ultimate tip now, Liam. The ultimate tip. Maybe he'll score the first try in the second half. Jason Reeder says Bulldogs 1-12 here. I assume. Obviously, legends, these are older things. Just wanted to throw up the tips that we got before the game, just as a little indicator of what the thoughts were before this here. Also, we had the Bulldogs 1-12 as a huge tip. Jason Reeder, your comments there for that one. Wow. I don't think it's going to be 1-2. I think it's going to be a 13 plus. Oh, yeah, we're second NRLW. We're coming good in the men's. We're not going to... I'm very certain we're not getting the spoon, Between those two, I'm very happy right now as a Para fan. I'm just here to praise the fact that the Dogs are going all right, and I was really surprised by your comment. I was just pointing it out there, how crazy it is, that the Dogs have such high expectations now compared to what it was a few years ago. Not because it's too high, but because it's just how far it's gone. Tyler, Dragons are playing the Raiders in Canberra tomorrow night. Well then, hopefully the Canberra Faders win, legend. Hopefully. Cross my fingers on it here. And also, as for the other two options on the poll, 4% of you have gone with a draw, and 6% of you have gone with just here to enjoy this stream. Good on you, legends. Appreciate the 6% of you. Let's go. Let's go. Yahoo! Wonderful stuff. Honestly, what a year it has been, legends, all over the place. Bulldog season says, I remember sitting at that 66-0 game, and I'm happy that stage is over. I'm happy too, Bulldog season. I'm happy too, mate. 66-0, was... Well, I'm happy because I don't have to watch you guys play so badly. I don't miss the team doing badly, but I miss having to watch you guys play so badly. This is a Robbie. What, you think that the Broncos have been unlucky to NRL edits? It's been some great tries from the Dogs. Welcome to the stream, mate. To beat the mighty, every team needs a handicapper. Exactly, legend. Exactly. They need something. They need something against them if they want to beat Parramatta, mate. A lot of the time, it's refereeing. Liam, I hope they make the finals, and I was pretty happy with that 26-12 scoreline. I was pretty happy too, legends. Pretty happy. You'd be pretty happy with that. I think most people would be if they were a supporter of that team. Honestly, I just can't get over the kick. Can't get over the kick, the Galvanator, like, my goodness me. Fittler, Thurston, Burton, Jason Taylor, John, they're all eating their heart out. Masri, none of them could watch that and not go, oh my God, what a kick, None of them. Love dogs. I can't love dogs either. I'm not bothered, mate. I've never liked dogs. I don't even like actual dogs. I don't even like actual dogs, let alone the Bulldogs. Also, huge shout out to the NRLW Dogs girls who have bested the Newcastle Knights 26-12, which is huge for their opening game, their inaugural game. Obviously, Newcastle Knights, one of the dominant fits of the NRLW. They will be buzzing after that one there. And hopefully the boys will be too. Or will they? Because hopefully they don't for me. Last time Rachel Pearson was brilliant. So I heard, mate. I got the rhymes to cross try lines. Mate, I'll cross all the try lines, brother. I hope Maguire screamed at Brisbane. I bet he did, NRL Bandits. I bet he did. Maguire's the kind of coach to be like, do you guys even know what job you're playing? What sport are we playing? Because it's not football. Clearly not. It's clearly not rugby league we're playing right now. Closer to playing tennis. Closer to playing AFL. Closer to being a goalkeeper. Then if their whole team is essentially a goalkeeper right now, they can save as much as they like. But if they can't get on the other side of the field, that keeper's going to find too much stress, and eventually it's going to crack. He's going to crack, and he's going to concede potentially. Look, some keepers are world class, but at the end of the day, they're going to concede, and that's what the whole Broncos defense is. They're keeping things out, but because they can't get to that other end, it's falling apart on them, and they're cracking, and they're breaking apart, and the Dogs are taking advantage. And just like keepers, they've had brain snaps that have cost them. This is our analogy's working out too well. Could you back-to-back NRL Bulldogs like the grand final? Oh, the Dogs fans would go insane. Bulldogs season. Bosky says, up the TJC, up the Bosky, mate. Welcome to the stream, mate. Good to have you here, bro. Let's go. Not too much to say, really, other than the Dogs just win a really dominant first half, We're at the point of the stream here where we chill and enjoy the halftime show. Be back in a second, legends. All right, back, legends. Let's go. When Para lose, it's just pain. Oh, mate, it's more than pain. It's soul destroying, bro. Soul destroying. For all who didn't see Parramatta always win, you'll be sent to the bin. They will be. They'll be sent to the bin if they disagree, mate. Parramatta always win, legend. Always win. Oh, YouTube gave me an update. Let's go. Oh, I see. So that's how that works. All right. Sweet. So that's yeah. I had no clue how the little crowns I saw in your head worked. So you guys have little crowns in your heads based on how often you've commented. Cool. Good on yous. Good on yous. You get a little bit of recognition so I can go, hey, that guy's been around a lot without having to just remember it. Even though chances are I will. That's cool. That's a fun little thing. I like that very much. Not too bad of an update. So YouTube go for the dogs. YouTube will go for whatever YouTube wants to go for. I don't think the YouTube really cares about NRL, man. YouTube cares about making sure there's people that make content creation for them. Anyways, legends, Canterbury charging out for the second half here. We should be wrapping up halftime show in a moment. If you haven't yet, legends, hitting. Yeah, all right. You can fill in the blanks, legends. Hitting that subscribe button as we head in here. Hitting. Yeah, I'm making up that word for this. Boom, boom, boom. It's gonna be wicked. It's gonna be ugly. It could be a little bit romantic this second half. Lachlan Galvin here. Samuel Hughes, Connor Tracy, and many more star boys ready to take on the Broncos. They kick it off here and over to the left side here on the 10. The Broncos will collect it here. Now rushing forward now, they smash on. Brisbane running with it here to open up the set. For many, many years, the Dogs struggled ever since that grand final loss to the South Sydney Rabbitohs even. Struggle is no more at the moment. Marty to Payne Haas. Now Willison around the middle, and Willison has had a cracker. You'd think he was Payne Haas. You'd think Willison was Payne Haas. He's the B-Tech Payne Haas. He's the bane of the Haas. The bane of their existence. Brisbane Broncos round the middle here. Keep forcing themselves forward now. Pressure again on Reynolds here. Gets it around now. Gets chase. Forward now by Dean Mariner. And Matt Burton will get the ball here. Running forward here. Matt Burton goes down to the ground here. Burton closing the curtains on that play there. Down he goes. Gets it to Tuala then. And no Tuala. Falls over before he could get too much there. Stumbles across here. They keep going forward here. Wouldn't have predicted some of these at the start of the year, especially not the Galvin one. Lockie Galvin looked almost set to come to the Parramatta Eels. Galvin. What a kick. Burton would be jealous potentially. Nathan Cleary-esque. And it ends up with Selwyn Cobo here. Still can't get over that. And really awkward offload there. I was going to say poor offload for a second because of how awkward it was. Ezra Mann there. Yeah, round 19 JK Series. We will take on the Penrith Pumpers. Should be good, but no, it'll be your Eels home, bro. Parramatta. Broncos to the right here. And, well, there's Ricky setting it off all the way here. Jordan Ricky held on the 40 here. Get it to Reynolds. A good clearance there. And Adam Reynolds will get it off. It's out on the full again here. Adam Reynolds just can't kick today, can he? He just goes all over the place. And Viliami Kikau is down feeling his shoulder here. Will Kikau be out? Panthers win. We'll see, mate. We'll see. It was a very close game last time. Watching this? Yeah. Anyways, legends, here we go. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Hell, Tyler Panthers don't own CommBank State and Parramatta Eels do. They do. They don't, mate. They don't. That's why we're going to show them what's what, bro. We're going to show them what's up, mate. All right? They don't know what's coming, bro. We are overtaking them. Sexton to Burton. Galvin here had to be tackled there by the Broncos. Reed Marty round the middle just holds the defense off here. And on the 10-meter line, 4 minutes gone by in the second half here. The referee is going to blow for a penalty to the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs here. Sexton communicates with his team and says they're going to take the 2 here. Toby Sexton, you just love to watch. And with 2 more points, that should make it 18 in a second to them. Apparently, we laugh. Here we go. We continue on. Spoon this. For another spoon. Clearly, you haven't been watching our games. Panthers win 13 plus. Fair enough, legend. Entitled to your opinion, but keep in mind I am a Para supporter, and you don't really get anything by telling a Para supporter that other than being a troll. Anyways, legends, we carry on here, and the 2 points have been slotted in to the line there. 18-0 now, the score. And the Dogs are just dominating right now over them. They can't do it. They just can't do it. The Broncos, 87 votes on the poll now here. Legends, can we hit 90 soon enough here? Dogs. Reed Marty. Over to Tuala here. Anari Tuala with the little side steps here. Tuala stepping forward here. Reed Marty then. Short to the right. Josh Curran now. Curran. Stirring Curran there. Stirring Curran. Back over. You just try to do that, mate. You just try to do that. Good. Where is it? Quick, put a whooping. Quick. Change everything. Sabotage me. Go, crowd, go. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. First tackle here. Over to the right. 33 minutes and a half to go here. Forward they go to the 20 here. The Dogs held. Reed Marty there. Gets it over. Short pass here. 15 out now. The Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs roll around now. They finally took the 2, legends. Can you believe it? Dogs right in front of the try line here. We go shorts. And how the Dogs haven't scored there, I don't know. The Broncos read it. Marty to Sexton. One last tackle. It's a kick, and it bounces in favour of Broncos. No, it won't. They slide over. It'll be a goal line dropout despite their efforts. And the Doggies are just on another level. What a team. Getting the ball in on the other hand. A chugga, whoop. You doing tonight? I am doing good, mate. Jeffrey, welcome to the stream, mate. How you doing, bro? Reed Marty. Over to Preston. Preston Mania here. Gets to the 10 now. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. They're walking on a thin piece of glass here. Josh Curran. Sterling Curran knuck it in. He ducks it in there. Back over. Short to Morin. Curtis Morin looking at it. Ooh. Awkward tackle from the Broncos on him. They're a bit lucky the way he flopped. Then Marty, almost within touching distance of a try, and Matt Burton knocks it on. The commentator's curse is real. I am living proof. Broncos now. Around the left here. No Moses. JK Stories. The Moses narrative is beginning to die. We We have won more games without Moses than with Moses now. JK Stories. I feel like we can't really talk about the no Moses, no Para anymore, at least not for this year. Dean Hawkins is very clearly a highly quality halfback for us. But we're not talking about that game because that game is until next round. Miss you too, JC Sports. Miss you too, mate. Good to have you back, legend. Let's go. Obviously, last few weeks have been very iffy with strengths, but we're fully back with it now, mate. We've been fully back, all right? We can celebrate, okay? Celebrate the return. We've even got NRLW streams coming. Lockie Galvin ran past the 40 here. On the ground he goes. Lachlan Galvin now. Number 14. Reed Marty then. Over to the right here. Gets it backwards around. Oh! And Willison, he's been absolutely brilliant, but the ref will not be happy there. He blows for a penalty in Sexton's favour. Bro, he looks so late tackle. Late tackle. I just, look, how's he meant to know that he's going to pass that? I don't know, but you also got to think that the player has to think before he does something. Oh, that's just unfortunate. That's just unfortunate. Matt Burton. Burton behind you, Curtin. Easy. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the stream, bro. Anyways, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Around the left here. Curran driven in there. Matt Burton in two places at once. He must be the fastest 5'8" alive, man. Back round here. Reed Marty. Goes to Morin. Marty on his way to Morin here. The battle of shorties. We go to the right. Inside pass to Hayward here. Popular boy he is. And look at that. That's just rapid fire. Over to Kayo here. Viliama Kayo. He's a weapon. He's a weapon down the left edge here. Looking to mark his way. And falls to the ground there. Half an hour to go in this game here. 10 minutes gone by. 11 minutes in a second of the second half. And Kayo knocks the ball on, apparently. It's going to be a Broncos ball. Really? Really? I'm not so sure what he could have done there, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so there you go. There you go. All right. There it is. And it'll be, oh boy, let's go. Over to the right now. Instantly, the Broncos get a penalty. He wants to tap and go. The ref says no. No, you're not. You're not allowed to tap and go, bro. Adam Reynolds takes the kick. Cool your jets, Katoni. Let him kick it out. I can't believe it, bro. He looks like a different person with that hair. Speaking of hairs, where's Pretty Boy Walsh? All right, that's right. He's in Origin camp as 18th man because he can't get past the hammer. On the 30 now. Goes to the left. Reynolds. Over to Mam. And Piracora nearly slides in past the ball here. Billy Wells is on the ground here. Goes to the right. Reynolds with the boot. Hits it around here. Tracy collects that in the try line. The ref says no. And it's going to be a goal line dropout. The Broncos with brilliant defense. There you go. Read the play well there, Connor Tracy. Honestly, looked really well at his setup in pre-game before this. And if only they had got it out of there. Because climate change is affecting Reynolds' kick. All good, mate. Climate change is affecting Reynolds' kicks. It is, bro. It is. It's climate change. You're right. You know what? You know why he can't kick? It's because it's Broncos and it's climate change. You know, the weather changed like his club. All right? South Sydney, he could kick. Broncos, he cannot. Climate change. That is the answer to Adam Reynolds' kicking tonight. Climate change. Can't change my mind. Reed Marty to kick out. Offloads to Reed. Josh Curran. Curran around the ball here. Josh Curran on the ground. Unfortunately, not due to copyright, Legend, but maybe you can find someone on TikTok or something else. But YouTube, you're highly unlucky to find anyone, Legend. I'm going to be honest with you. You might find someone that does the radio, but it's just not doable for creators that make any form of living off this. Brisbane Broncos. Karapati down the middle. Wish you luck, though. Also, by the way, this is free to air, by the way, Legends. You got to keep in mind this game is free to air, so it's a little bit more like open. It's not like it's a streaming service game. I picked the Dogs and bro picked the Bronx. Well, I picked the Dogs, so far we're both correct except for you, bro. Oh, and again, what a kick, what a play, running now, and the referee is going to say that it's a full set for the Broncos. Ezra Mann with the long one to Karapati. None of them are tackling him. Karapati forward, and he's staying above. He's staying above. I can't tell whose head is whose. He wasn't touching the line here. Karapati gets to play the ball. Over to Reynolds. Through the middle here. Gets it to Hetherington, an important tackle on him. Yep, got to respect the two Katuku. Rounds and Cobo joining into the attack here. Joining up. Ready to fight arm in arm. Off the leg of Bodie Hayward, it's play on. Josh Curran gets it long, and Tuala takes off down the wing here. And look at the effort from Stags there. Almost out of play. Matt Burton rushes forward now. Matt Burton held out in it. Goes over to Curran. Curran stirs it up around here. And is that a knock on from the Dogs? It looks like it will be. Brisbane Broncos get a bit lucky. Hasn't been really strong tonight. Maybe, even in defense, he just hasn't been very strong tonight. But he forces a good tackle there. Dogs lose it. Reynolds looks like he's done. Looks like he's done, Legends. He's puffed, he's chuffed, he's done. Adam Reynolds is just... He can't believe he's still on the field the way he's played. He's like, oh man, why? Why did I sign with the Broncos? I should have just signed with one of the other teams. And now here they go. Wilson. Bulldogs is end here. Broncos attacking. It's not too far. We got 24 minutes to go in this one. It's a short pass. Billy Walters. Billy Walters knocks the ball on. Couldn't communicate with his team. And now picked up by Bronson Jerry. Smashes forward. Side. Who scares you with South Wales? None, because they're Blues' Legend. None of them scare me. None of them. Good luck then, JK. Anari Tuala almost took off down the left wing earlier in this game. Passed through the halfway line. And on the ground they go. Brisbane Broncos. Billy Walters, who never falters. Holding him on the halfway. Reed Marty gets it off. Over to Kayo here. Kayo. Over to the 40. Billy Army Kayo. Preston Mania. Back around Galvin. And Burton will knock the ball on here. And after a good run in the line, Brisbane will win back possession here. Broncos trying to counter-attack here. Round the 10 they go. All right, 5 meters gained roughly. No, they're going to actually offload it here. I've got to say about, at least 20 meters gained there nearly. Goodness me, brilliant run there from the Broncos here. Momentum is on their side. Plenty of players offside here. Billy Walters couldn't take advantage of all of it there. And now it's Broncos. They're going left, no wait. They're going right here. And Reynolds kicks low. He's back in the speed of his winger now. And Oh, wait. Wait. The winger reckons he touched that backwards. It should have been allowed to run for a try. Let's watch it. Well, the kick from Reynolds was beautiful. Curled it inside to come back towards the player. Flicked it backwards. There were plenty of white jerseys there. Probably would have been in a bit of danger even if he had gotten it. Yep. Playing the Bulls inside opposition 20. 28 for Bulldogs. Only 4 for the Broncos. Is that not a worrying stat for this game? He'll watch you for the show, Caden. I'm sure he will, mate. I'm sure he will, out of jealousy. All right, Blues, go next Wednesday night. Let's go, mate. Bring it on. Bring it on, Liam. Bring it on, Liam. Just watching it again here. That's freestyling it in the tackle. Of course, that's a penalty. Freestyle that. Not just one, 3 of them. They're kidding if they didn't think it was a penalty. There you go. Curran plays it. Over to the left here on the 40 here. Full set. Gets it to the 30 then nearly. Back on the ground here. Goes to the right. They're missing a couple players, the Dogs, but look at him go. Obviously due to origin. Sexton. Pants, but he doesn't care. Going to Marty. Beautiful run. Obviously announced recently, Super League is in his future. Catalan's Dragons, baby. Hate to think what he's on. Galvin. Stops by Piakura. Preston into dummy half here on the second tackle here. It becomes the third now here. Gets it down here. Back over to Reed Marty on the left. Under 10 meters away here. They're on the Broncos try area. The try zone is theirs to take. Kick out. Forward lost. Forward lost. And Staggs picks it up. Staggs is told he can run. Gets it over to the middle then. Scoring around here and collected. Collar first and pulled. There you go. Gets him down. Yeah, I live in Penrith, but I wasn't born in Penrith, Legend. Exploits a pass away over to Karapati. Oh, what a sidestep. That is absolutely beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Josiah Karapati. Oh my God. And the Broncos, finally, after making us want to tear our eyes out for the whole game, score themselves a ripper of a try off of classic Broncos teamwork. Pass to pass to pass. And Karapati does it all alone there. Whoop, whoop. Game on. The Broncos have stated. Ezra Mann with the wonderful pass. And Karapati with the even more wonderful sprint and step. And Connor Tracy was absolutely bamboozled. $18-4 kick to come. And when the Broncos have those effort areas, they're near unstoppable. The problem is that you just don't find those effort areas consistently across most 80-minute performances. Well, the modern gamer can flip around very quickly. 81% season goals scored for Adam Reynolds here. Hits it. And he curls it in. There you go. Just a couple converted tries to go, Broncos. One down, many more to go. Bro, it's game on, legends. It's game on. It's game on. 18-6. Game on, mate. It's not done. It's not done. Rugby League. Rugby League is never finished. It's never, ever, ever finished. 95 votes so far on the poll, legends. 52% of Dogs, 38% Broncos. Yeah, kind of figured. kind of figured that percentage would drop. Isn't it funny that the moment the Broncos are starting to play well is when you guys stopped voting for them? It's like you guys were voting Broncos as a joke. What the heck, guys? Brisbane Broncos. Xavier Wilson here. 12 points the difference here. Tomorrow, we have a few NRLW games. We'll be streaming one tomorrow, I guarantee you. As well as an NRL game as well. So enjoy, legends, all right? It's going to be a great day tomorrow for streaming. Back over to Heverington. Gets it around here. Billy Walters, who never falters, over short here, then past the halfway line here. Wilson, the spark up in there. Billy Walters gets it to Reynolds. Over to Cobbo here. Backwards Broncos. Don't know what they're doing with it. 6 more for the Broncos seems to be the call. Kikau seems extremely confused by the call. And Billy Walters will just run forward here. It's like he didn't know where to pass and just went, screw it, I'm going. Billy Walters held on the 30. Back around. You felt that clap from Jupiter. No stupider now. Reynolds finds Willison. Oh! Willison. And it had to be a tackle from Sexton and Tracy. Back around. Wonderful. From Piakura to tackle him here. Then to the right. Bam! Kicks it low. Bronco, surely. And Curran gets it. And a great effort there from Ezra Mam to finish off the set here. Just watching it again there. Josh Curran had to defend that one with all he had. Bulldogs hit it over to the 10 here. Backwards. And the Bulldogs have nailed that one. It's hit back. And stop it. Sexton has the ball. Stop it, legends. Just stop it. The Bronco wall. Over to the left side here. In and about now. We go to the right. Josh Curran. Through the middle. Madge Maguire can't believe it's there on the replay. And it's a mistake from Canterbury. Oh no. With 15 minutes to go, the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs have messed it up in their zone. They're going to challenge it. You know, with 15 minutes to go, there's not much to lose in challenging this one. Good call. Good ball over the Bulldogs. They did win over the Dogs, didn't they? It's a couple areas there. He did leave the Blues coaching job to coach the Broncos, mate, and I'm sure he doesn't regret it. All right. They're going to say into the defender's leg and penalty. There you go. They lost the ball. Boom. Too easy. Not a penalty technically, but, still play his ball at the end of the day. That's what it is. And Serraldo looks a little bit nervously there. And Broncos down the right here. Galvin screams for what at the ref as the ref says penalty here for the Broncos. Adam Reynolds here to feed it in again for the Brisbane Broncos. This is a game-deciding moment, I reckon, this set. This moment, all right? This scrum, this 6-tackle set, I think it makes all the difference in the world to how this game goes down. Billy Walters goes to Staggs. Katoni Staggs held by Burton and Galvin. Back over to the left now. And the Brisbane Broncos hold him out. They're inside the 10 here. Reynolds to Ezra Mam. Willison goes alone. Oh my goodness me. Payne Haas's prodigy. The future prop for Brisbane. The star number 18, we'll call him. Xavier Willison. What a talent. What a high potential, remarkable kid he is. And what a game he has had, rewarded with a try as the Broncos can safely say a comeback is on. A beautiful pass, hit it on the spot. Ezra Mam helping get the job done again for them. Boom. Boom. And if they get the conversion, they just got to get that try. They get the conversion, they just got to get that try, a converted try if they want to win. But, that's all they got to get, legends, if they get this kick. And as we said before, this kick is this set was the huge play to change this game. This was the moment to go over here. There you go. And Delores Hooder is over. There we go. Kicking the ball now. We hit it over here. And that's a wonderful kick that hit. Beautiful. And how good is this? How good is this? Dogs fans are not having fun anymore. Now it is just stress. Now it is just absolute pain and fear as they realize that they may just lose their results. The panic, a real thing to set into you. Back tries for the Broncos here. A telling outcome here, potentially. 8 points difference. They needed to get that kick. And now, with 12 and a half minutes to go, they need to get a try. They need to get it soon. Or they just may. Walters, who never falters, breaks through over to the right here. Broncos, pass it off here. Held on the 40 now. They're in the Dogs' zone. And then he kicks it high here, straight through. It bounces and somehow the Dogs still get it. Despite the stress, the Dogs still get it. They manage to collect. Just watch that. On third tackle here, we go through the left side. Top grade now at the moment. Hayward now. Apparently Hayward around here. 11 and a half minutes to go. Tyson Smoothy thinks there was a knock on from the Dogs. The referee says, play the ball, mate. And now the Dogs will have to defend. Selwyn Cobbo with it here. Cobbo sidesteps forward now. Selwyn Cobbo held. Back around. Garabati. You would have thought there was no chance if you were looking at this from a typical standpoint. You would have thought there'd be no chance that the Broncos could come back. But what did I say? Broncos can just as easily come back as they can choke a game. So here we go. Reynolds. Listen, here we go. Had a big game. To the left, Ezra Mam here. Karapati is with another one. Offloads, and it ends up with Bronson Derry there. It was either he goes out of play or he offloads it. He chose offload, and it didn't work out for him there. Goes to the left here. Bulldogs. Through the middle now. Gets it over. Short around here. Just trying to squeeze to the halfway line now before going down to the ground here. Then to left side here. They've been dangerous down that left side in particular this game. That left side has been a huge turning point for them. But that turning point will be in favour of the Broncos for that play. They lose the ball on the left edge. And here come the Broncos, baby. Yeah, clean loss there from the Dogs. Clean loss. You don't get cleaner than that. So here we go. Bulldogs and Broncos. And we have a penalty. They didn't play it fast enough. They didn't play it fast enough, the Dogs. Here we go. Adam Reynolds. This is most un-Bulldog-like this second half. Stags. Steps forward. Though I almost wouldn't say that because they've shown signs in past points this year that, like, the second, that halves can be a bit of a danger for them. I don't think that I think they missed a bit of a bad play of the ball there just then, Legends, a moment ago. Broncos. Walters. Billy Walters scores! Billy Walters is over! He never falters! The Broncos are coming back! The Broncos are coming back! It's official! Billy Walters does it for the Bronx. 18-14 with a kick to come, and they're going to be wishing they got that conversion earlier. All the eyes were on Xavier Willison, and Billy says, all right, I'll go alone then, and scores right on the side there. Almost too easy for him. And formerly one of rugby league's favourite father-son duos, half of them at least with Billy, scores and puts them back in it. And the Bulldogs fans are probably absolutely pooping themselves. And Reynolds has nailed the conversion. Dogs fans, look away now. This is starting to look scary. The Broncos awake from their slumber. Michael Maguire and Trent Barrett in the box can't believe it. God, Billy Walters, of all players, what a moment. Former Melbourne Storm and West Tigers player. He nails it. Have they not given it yet? Yep, there we go. We've got to kick off again, Legends. Here we go. Over to the left. Brisbane Broncos. They've got 7 minutes to get the job done here. 7 minutes and 35 seconds to be exact here. Can they do it? The Dogs will be wanting full time to be called now. Back around they go here, Broncos. Kickout's in that ruck, and he's not leaving that ruck. I think that's a questionable for a penalty there. Back round. Heverington here. Broncos win it will be unbelievable. Hey, we've seen crazy comebacks, Liam. Does nobody remember the Dolphins-Titans? That was a crazy comeback. Billy Walters. Reynolds brings Cobbo around. Dragons nearly did a crazy one against Para. Kadoni Stokes down the edge. He's away. He kicks it. Billy Walters for a double, and oh no! It bounces, and instead of landing for Billy, it goes out of play. So close, yet so far. Good for USS. Oh, wait! This is a sin bin. This is a potential sin bin here. Look at that. Look at that. Go up to the box. Go up to the box. Go up to the box. What are you doing? How is there no penalty? I know it's Broncos ball, but how on earth? Off the 10. Off the ball. Deliberate. What more do you need? They don't need it. They don't need it anymore. The Broncos are over. The Broncos are over. Brendan Piacora. It's 2018. A year I choose to forget as a Parrot fan. All over again. 2018. The Broncos lead. Brendan Piacora. What a try. And the Broncos do the opposite of choking. They've done what many would think is unthinkable. They've pulled the Queensland spirit together. Billy Walters celebrates in front of the Dogs fans, cup in his hands to his ears, saying, saying, talk to me now. Talk to me now. I'm sure they've given him a tough one tonight. And he gives it right back to them after that try. Get that up, Galvin. I love rugby league, says Liam. I love it too, Liam. One try this season. Brilliant. Now Adam Reynolds from the sideline. To slot it over here. And he's got it. 22-18. 22-18. Somebody, if you have a Dogs fan, guys, I just got to tell you, if you know any Dogs fans, please check up on them. They're probably not doing well right now. Belmore will probably be so quiet, you'll see the tumbleweeds. No riots to be seen as Madge Maguire and Trent Barrett embrace in excitement. Kicks it over to the right here. Short kickoff here from the Dogs. And the Broncos get the short kickoff. 4.5 minutes to go. They've got to hold it together. No way. Thank you, Bronx, says SS Storm fan. Oh, wait. I've given the wrong team 22. I've given the wrong team 22. I don't want to give the Dogs 22. They don't got 22. There you go. Sorry, Dogs. You had a moment where you thought you were actually winning this game. Billy Walters from the halfway line gets it to Everington here. Through the middle now. Walters. Over to Mam. Great option there. Good high kick here. And the Dogs get it down. Still 3.5 minutes left here. And oh, what a tackle. Deloise Hoyts with a brilliant one. Can Canterbury salvage this? They thought it was done. But they haven't fired a shot this second half so far. It's just been Broncos 22-0 in the second half. Back around here. Obviously, the Broncos, they absolutely obliterated the Dogs when they first played each other. Doing the double would be great for them. Burton. Especially for their confidence. Broncos, one of those teams that struggled with consistency. The confidence that would be built off this victory would be huge. Galvin goes at it alone here, through the middle here, and Montoya's off! Montoya, instead of backing himself in a run, kicks it, and Selwyn Cobo collects now. Fifth tackle, 2.5 minutes left. 2.5 minutes left here, Cobo, forward. Of course, that's a stop fed, of course. Back around here, Broncos. Held on the ground here. And you can hear the Panera fans calling the Dogs their B team already. Back around the middle here. If the Broncos can win this one, they've got a favourable draw coming up potentially for them. Who knows? Maybe they can put themselves in that top four. It was talked about before the game, the fact that the top four battle might not be as done as we thought here. Good kick in the air. And the Dogs. And up over the right. Don't count the Bulldogs out just yet, though. 1 minute 50 seconds to go. And oh, Willison. He's just been on fire with his tackling. Gets it to Jerry. Bronson Jerry around here. Looks for the pass. He's trying to link up on the left side here. Their main attacking side. Galvin to kick out here. 1.5 minutes to go is officially the ruling. Reed Marty to Sexton. Toby Sexton through the middle here. Sexton pulled through now. Third tackle, 50% of the way through the set. Marty finds the pass and oh! He loses it. Preston off of a brilliant tackle. And Montoya hits it out of play. And this could be it. With 1 minute to go. Do Broncos have the ball back? Wait. Hang on a second, legends. We're just waiting a moment. Some fool from the crowd's apparently thrown something. We'll just wait a second, and then we'll continue on with it all. Yeah, all right, scrum feed now. All right, feeding it in. Dogs and Broncos fighting to win the scrum. But Broncos win it, and here they go. Stags. 35 seconds to go. It looks like they're going to wrap up the clock here. The Dogs have the timer against them. Yeah, you can say they've won pretty much, unless they really screw it up. Third tackle now. Billy Walters takes the tackle. Third tackle. No Shibasaki, no Walsh, no Payne Haas, no problem for Broncos. Fourth tackle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Broncos win! In a game of two halves, Bulldogs led 18-0 before it became 22-0 in the second half. 22-18. The Broncos have lifted up for one of the best comebacks you'll see this round. Every game etched in history. The crowd already dispersing. Dogs gutted. Broncos absolutely enthralled. They cannot believe it. Party in Belmore, here we go, man. Party in Belmore, legends. I call it now, Dogs fans. Party in Belmore. Let's celebrate this great result. Let's celebrate it, Dogs fans. Come on. Party at Belmore tonight. Oh, yeah. And with that, the Dogs will stay in second, and they could drop to as low as, well, they'll drop to third probably, but they could drop as low as fourth if things had gone too wrong. But wow, this is quite an amazing comeback from them. From 18-0 down to win it. You just got to dig in for results like that. It's never easy. They believed in themselves and they got it done. Katoni Staggs here, shout out to him. 15 runs, so many tackles, so much effort. He had an error or two in his game, but he also had an amazing amount of yardage to make. We end the poll here with 106 votes. 49% of you went with Dogs to win. 42% of you went with Broncos to win. The draw was at 3%, and 7% of you just enjoyed the stream. Appreciate you, legends. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new as we chase 5.2K. And I will see you all for tomorrow's streams. Bulldogs fans, I better see footage of you partying in Belmore. Let's go. Bring it on. Good on the Broncos. I cannot believe that. What a result. And that is classic Queensland spirit right there. And that is why, come here, close legends. That's why they're winning Origin Game 3.